Inshore Fishing Series. In Florida's #1 inshore fishing grounds. The Flatsmasters Series has challenged tournament anglers for 20 years. Now the challenge becomes greater. No slot, no size limit, 4 tournaments, 3 different species, 2 different techniques, 1 goal to make it to the Maverick Boats Yamaha Flatsmasters Championship. 20 qualifying teams, 2 days, 2 Grand Slams, 1 Grand Champion, 1 Grand Prize, valued at $40,000. This is Flatsmasters.
I think the biggest challenge is going to be a sizable snook on artificial. I think that's going to be the biggest challenge.
Snooks out there, a lot of snook. Trout, they're there to be found. Redfish will be the tough one tomorrow.
We're finding clean water has more fish. And that's with all this rain that we've had, we haven't found much up north.
All the fish that have been here have been kind of pushed around a little bit now, I think. All this fresh water coming out. We got some not so good tides tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge.
We're having great days of redfish, 25, 35 redfish a day. So it's been really good for us. I've been spoiled lately. But most of those are on bait.
If you get top waters working, you get some paddle tails, you can actually get some action on there. It's just, this heat's kind of killer, but if you can work the fish, you can work them.
It's been a rough year so far. COVID-19 and now we got this rain coming here on us. Pushed all the fish that we found way away, so we'll be hunting fish in the morning.
If we get all 3 fish, we'll be very happy. We're not even concerned with size. We're just going to go out there and do our best.
It's a chance to compete. It's a chance to be in our body of water, which is one of the finest in the world. And, it's kind of like the start of football season. It's awesome.
The 2020 Maverick Boats Yamaha Flatsmasters Catch Photo Release Series, presented by Ingman Marine. Sponsored by Worksite Employee Leasing, Don Gaskart's Charlotte County Ford, TH Marine, Bimini Bay Outfitters Tsunami Tackle, Power Pole, Rapid Graphics, Real Hobby, and Reaper Rods. And also by these fine sponsors.
F-150, Edge, Escape, Explorer. Look at these incredible prices right now at Charlotte County Ford. Get 0% financing for 72 months across the entire lineup, only at Charlotte County Ford. Incredible! at Charlotte County Ford. Did you know? The Ford Promise covers any pre-owned vehicle, all makes and models. Finance your vehicle here. Should you become unemployed, you can return it, including certified pre-owned. Only at Charlotte County Ford. Incredible!
Last year, me and a couple other guys won this thing in March. Now being June, conditions have changed. Water degrees about 25 degrees warmer. But the fish will hit topwater plugs today. Everything in March last year we caught on soft plastic. So it's a good, fun topwater bite. I'm with my friends Garrett and Marcus from Port Charlotte. So they live down here. I live up in Sarasota. And I'm excited to just get out and throw some topwater plugs and have some fun today and, you know, let the chips fall where they may. We'll see what we can do.
I think our challenge is going to be trying to get the bite early while the tide's moving the way we want it to, and just hopefully we can make it happen early.
Just going by instinct today. Have really no place we're definitely going to, so we're just going to go out and go fishing and see what happens.
The only difference I saw yesterday was the water. We had a lot of dirty water dumped between Thursday night and Friday during the day, and I don't know what it's going to do today. It made a big difference yesterday.
You know, it's going to be that first bite, first early morning, and pray they're there.
Yeah, a lot of topwater action. Should be some soft plastics late in the afternoon. Hopefully we'll find a couple big ones and get a good win for us.
Actually, the weather should be pretty nice today. We had a lot of rain, so a lot of fish have moved. So just trying to find them and find some happy fish.
We're ready to go. Kind of excited that the Flatsmasters tournaments are starting again. And I'm thinking somewhere around the 11th or 12th year I've sponsored the whole tournament. So it's fantastic to get out fishing. Whether we win or not, we will enjoy fishing. We'd like to win though.
fish are going to be more up and toward the mangroves where it's got some shade. They'll come out and target some bait every so often, but that's normally where I have my best opportunities, is underneath a mangrove and a pocket, things like that. That's where your bigger breeders tend to hang out. You want to try to put it under those mangroves without getting caught. 3 strikes, you got to sit out. When the pressure kind of drops, that's when fish are going to go into deeper water to relieve that pressure off of their bladders. A lot of species do that. Redfish, snook, tarpon are known to do it, also trout, as well as bass. Today's pressure is pretty good. Between 29 and 30, that's a good pressure day. When you're dropping to like the 27s, that's when you're going to want to move into a little bit deeper water, 7 to 8 feet of water. And that helps, like I said, relieve their bladder, and they start getting into a more of a feeding zone. Well, typically sometimes you don't see bait, but your birds are your biggest giveaway. Where there's birds diving, flying around, that's typically where your bait's going to be. And a lot of the times you'll see them shining. You'll see some movement in the water, depending on the clarity and things like that. Also, the sun helps a lot when it shines down on them. But yeah, typically birds are your dead giveaway. Where there's birds, there's bait fish. When I'm working with artificial, I'm always looking to see how it's maneuvering, how I should work it. Do I need to reel slow, wait for a drop? You want to make it look most realistic when you are working with artificial. So what I was using back there was a live target, and it was a sardine. So I want that to look as much like a sardine would in the water as possible. Temperature helps me really gauge how I'm going to work my artificials. So I've noticed from the past that warmer water, they get a little bit more lazier. So I'll work that bait a little bit slower, but cooler water, they seem to be moving around a lot more. And that's when I like to work it a little bit, faster. So then they're mowing down on it.
Steve, can you tell me a little bit about this stuff?
They're 100% American-made product. We actually make them right here in Punta Gorda. It's a UPF 50. They're moisture wicking. It's a micro mesh material, so the breeze goes right through it. So if it's a nice, comfortable day, then it feels like air conditioning, quite honestly. Very good.
It was tough out there today. We worked hard and kept moving and finding some spots and got some good fish. And all the way to the very end, I think we sent our last picture in like 10 minutes before deadline. So a 30-inch snook. So we'll see how it ends up. We should sitting okay today.
We started off strong, got our slam by about 9:30, but I think the real kicker today will be the snook. We just couldn't get a bigger snook.
It was a tough day. I mean, the weather slid in on us around 1 o'clock or so. It was thunderstorming pretty bad. The bite really didn't turn on until about 7:30 in the morning, 8 o'clock, and then it only lasted until about 11. It was a tough day. We got a few of them out.
think we did okay compared to a lot of other people. The conditions were definitely tough, so I think we pulled high 60-inch range. So I think that'll get us hopefully top 10.
It was all right. It was a grind. You know, we had a little bit of water in there this morning and caught a few fish, but after that, it was a struggle. But we got our 3 fish, and hopefully we do well.
It was pretty good fishing. We had all 3 of our fish by probably 9:30. We caught all 3 today, and then we just tried to better them throughout the day. And we just couldn't get that real big snook that we were hoping for, but we bettered everything else up until that point.
Fishing was good. Fish bit all day. They bit from the time we got on the water until the time we left. Rain blew in, fish kept biting. Have no complaints. We caught all of our fish. We weeded fish out. We traded in for bigger fish. We had a good day.
Frustrating this morning, plan A didn't come together, plan B didn't come together, so we went back to old school and started, beating everything up and trying to get to work. We got a good team, what we struggle with, one of us struggles with, the other one's good at, so it all comes together.
Good deal. Hey, great rods. Reaper rods are a fantastic rod. My kids fish with them. They're great, so check them out.
We can build them for whatever you need.
We had a game plan early. Our trout and our redfish, and that's what we got the trout right away. Redfish weren't there. Nobody told them today was tournament day, apparently. So a couple shorelines, we stuck a small red, then we got a little upgrade, and we couldn't catch a snook all day. We struggled for a snook. We spent 3 hours trying to catch a snook. And it just, one bait under a tree, one jerk bait, twitch it, pumped it, and it fortunately didn't get in the trees. It was a debacle. We were running around in circles on the boat. Nobody was breathing, going in the trolling motor and the power pole coming up. And eventually we got in the net, and then we all took a deep breath.
Today was kind of a stormy day. So are you waiting for that weather to move out? Are you waiting before?
No, it was very tide dependent.
Okay.
Today's tides were a good incoming till about 10 o'clock where we were fishing. And then after that, it kind of plateaued. We found a little bit of moving water, hoping to get some snook. And they just weren't feeding well today.
I know that the long egg black and gold bomber, when you're getting the brackish water, works for me.
Dark
so
water.
What are you kind of looking at?
We were fishing clean water.
Clean water?
So I was throwing
red and white?
Green and white.
Green and white?
Green and white, and we had every color gulp. We had every color jerkbait. We had every color miradine, and just got lucky with my go-to color. I have 2 go-to colors that I'll always use in an artificial tournament, and it worked out today. We got lucky. Fishermen get lucky, and pictures never lie.
Well, congrats. It is great to see you guys win it, and you guys pulled in some serious fish.
Brought to you by your good friends at Smugglers.